My name is Nick Savin, owner of Run Strength Academy. Now, if you are a runner or you're wanting to become a runner, you are an endurance athlete yourself, or you're just wanting to be able to move better day in and day out, strengthening your hips is one of the best things you can do for yourself. And one of the best ways to strengthen your hips is a deadlift, but this can be a little bit more complicated than it looks sometimes. So let's go over some of the ways to execute a proper deadlift. When deadlifting, we want to make sure to keep the bar close to our body throughout the entirety of the lift. So when we begin, we step up to the bar with our shins essentially right up to the bar itself. We want our feet about hip width apart, maybe slightly outside. They want to be about parallel, maybe slightly turned out, depending on your comfort level and your mobility. From here, we're going to drop down into a hip hinge position, keeping our butt back and up. We're going to grab the bar beneath us. We want to lock our shoulders back, creating a strong back. We can do this by thinking about breaking the bar, rotating our shoulders back just a little bit. We can also think about showing the logo on our shirt to the wall in front of you, right? Get out of this rounded position, strong back. From here, we're gonna lift the bar in a straight line, up, straight back down, up, straight back down. When deadlifting, we want to make sure that the bar rises and lowers in a straight line, that we're not moving the bar too far in front and we're not pulling ourselves too far back. In order to do this, we can imagine breaking the deadlift into two separate movements. The bottom half, we have something that resembles something like a leg press. At the top half, we have a lot more of that hip hinge, hip dominant movement. So as I begin the deadlift, I'm down here in my hip hinge position, already strong hips. I'm going to press my knees into my elbows to create more tension through my hips. That's going to help generate more strength, creating more power on the lift off the ground. From here, I'm going to imagine leg pressing up to my knees. I come to my knees, and then from here, I pull my hips forward. To reverse that, I'm going to push my hips back to my knees, leg press to the ground. Once again, I'm going to leg press to my knees, pull my hips forward, push my hips back to the knees, leg press to the ground. Before mastering the deadlift, we need to first make sure that we can master the hip hinge position. Getting into a hip hinge position, we can practice this athletic position with our butt back and our hands on our knees. This position here, I'm ready to create power. I'm strong in my hips, I'm ready to move, right? Once again, push our hips back, hands on our knees, like we're ready to move. From here, we want to make sure that, again, our shoulders are pulled back, chest out, logo in the shirt to the wall in front of us. We have a strong spine. From here, I'm going to drop down to the deadlift, press my knees into the sides of my elbows just slightly to create further tension through the hips, be able to generate more strength so I can explode out of the lift. And that's how to execute the deadlift. If you want to become a better runner or you want to simply just be stronger day to day, this is a great exercise to incorporate into your routine every week.